The continents. Hello everyone, and welcome to the 30th episode of our English learning series. Today, we are going on a big journey around our amazing planet, Earth. We are going to learn about the largest pieces of land on our world. These huge pieces of land are called continents. Imagine you have a globe, which is a model of the Earth. Spin the globe. What do you see? You see a lot of blue color. All the blue parts are water, the big oceans and seas. The other colors, like green and brown and yellow, show the land. Most of this land is divided into very large areas. These are the continents. They are the biggest bodies of land on Earth. How many continents are there? There are 7 continents. Let's learn their names. It is useful to know them from the biggest to the smallest. Here they are. Asia. It is the biggest. Africa. North America. South America. Antarctica. Europe. Australia. It is the smallest. Some continents are islands. This means they are completely surrounded by water. Australia is a continent that is also a giant island. Antarctica is another continent completely surrounded by the cold Southern Ocean. Other continents are joined together. If you look closely at a map, you will see that Asia and Europe are connected. They look like one huge piece of land. North America and South America are also connected by a narrow strip of land. Continents are natural physical parts of the Earth. They are defined by their shape, their size, and where they are located on the planet. Each continent has its own special physical features. They have tall mountains, long rivers, dry deserts, green forests, and flat plains. These are all natural parts of the land. But people have also divided the continents in a different way. We have created political groups on the land. These groups are called countries or nations. Countries have borders, governments, and flags. A very large continent can have many countries inside it. Let's look at Asia, the biggest continent. Asia has some of the largest countries in the world, like China and India. But it also has very small countries, like Nepal, which is famous for its high mountains. Asia is a continent with many different cultures, languages, and landscapes. Now, let's look at Australia. It is the smallest continent, but it is special. The entire continent of Australia is also just one country. It is one of the largest countries in the world by area, even though it is the smallest continent. It is famous for its unique animals, like kangaroos and koala. North America is the 3rd largest continent. It has 3 very large countries: Canada in the north, the United States in the middle, and Mexico in the south. North America also includes a few smaller countries in a region called Central America, which connects it to South America. South America is the fourth largest continent. It has famous features like the huge Amazon rainforest and the tall Andes Mountains. Many different countries are in South America, like Brazil and Argentina. Europe is an interesting continent. It is the second smallest continent, only Australia is smaller. But it has a very large number of countries. There are about 50 countries in Europe, many of them quite small. Think about countries like France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and the United Kingdom. They are all in Europe. Even though Europe is small, it has many different languages and cultures packed closely together. Africa is the second largest continent, after Asia. Africa is a huge continent with many diverse countries, landscapes, and animals. It has the vast Sahara Desert, long rivers like the Nile, and amazing wildlife. Scientists also believe that Africa is where the very first humans appeared on Earth a very long time ago. Finally, we have Antarctica. This continent is very special and different from all the others. It is located at the very bottom of the Earth, around the South Pole. It is a very cold and lonely place. Antarctica is mostly rocky land, but it is covered by a very thick layer of ice. This ice never melts completely, even in summer. Because it is so cold and icy, very few plants can grow there. Only a few special animals like penguins and seals can live along its seacoasts. No countries are located in Antarctica. It is mainly a place for scientific research. How did the continents form? Scientists who study the Earth believe that the continents started forming billions of years ago. A very long time ago, the Earth was very hot and molten, like liquid rock. Lighter parts of this hot liquid separated from heavier parts and slowly rose to the top, like cream rising to the top of milk. As these lighter parts cooled down over millions of years, they became solid rock. This solid rock formed the land that would become the continents. Did the continents always look like they do today? Scientists think no. They believe that maybe, a very long time ago, all the continents were joined together in one or two giant pieces of land. These giant lands are sometimes called supercontinents. One idea is that there were two supercontinents, one called Gondwana Land in the south, which included Antarctica, South America, Africa, Australia, and India, and another called Laurasia in the north, which included North America, Europe, and Asia. Then, over millions and millions of years, these supercontinents slowly broke apart. The pieces drifted away from each other like giant puzzle pieces moving very slowly on the surface of the Earth. This slow movement created the 7 continents we see today. So, the continents are amazing and important parts of our planet. Each one is unique, with its own geography, countries, people, and stories. Learning about the 7 continents helps us understand our world a little better.